Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got a book on record to play. Today's book is Pebble and Bam Bam and the Friendly Witch from 1976. So let's see what this sounds like.
Hello, girls and boys. I'm your Peter Pan storyteller. I'm going to tell you a story about Pebbles and Bam Bam and a friendly witch. You can read along with me, word by word. Just turn the page when you hear this sound. Now, let's begin on the first page with the title. The Flintstones, Pebbles and Bam Bam meet the friendly witch. It was a beautiful spring day in Bedrock, where the Flintstones and the Rubbles lived. Pebbles and Bam Bam were out in the Flintstones' big backyard, having a grand time making mud pies. Suddenly, they heard a funny noise from up above them. Pebbles looked up from the mud pies and saw what seemed to be a strange kind of bird. It had a long, skinny tail with a bushy end and looked as if it were wearing a pointed hat. The strange bird kept circling down and down and down, making that funny noise, and it was headed straight for them.
Dada-doo-doo!
She really meant, duck, it's going to land on us. But the funny-looking bird circled some more and then landed gently on the lawn beside them. Now they could see that it was a very strange bird indeed. It was wearing a big pointed hat and a long black dress, and what had looked like a long skinny tail was really a broomstick.
Bam, Bam!
This meant, I don't believe I ever saw a bird like you. You must be new around here.
Yes, you might say that. I don't usually fly through these parts, but just for the record, I'm not a bird. I'm a witch. Dada-goo-goo.
She meant, what's your name?
My name is Hazel. Hazel the Witch. Or if you prefer, Witch Hazel. Dada-goo-goo.
This meant, are you on your way somewhere, or did you just drop in for a visit?
Oh, my goodness sakes alive. I stopped here because I ran out of jizzle and couldn't go any further. I landed here by you to get directions to the nearest jizzle station. Would you please direct me to it?
Pebbles looked at Bam Bam, and Bam Bam looked at Pebbles.
Dada-goo-goo.
This meant, sorry, Hazel, but we've never heard of jizzle. But how does it happen that you can understand what we mean when I say da-da-goo-goo, and Bam Bam says Bam Bam? Nobody else ever understands us, except Dino sometimes.
Oh, that's easy. All nice witches can understand everything children mean or say, even when they don't talk at all. It's magic, you know.
Pebbles looked at Bam Bam again, then turned and looked at Hazel, thinking very hard.
Yes, you're right, Pebbles. All you have to do is think at me. You don't even have to say a word, and I'll understand you perfectly. Now I've got to be on my way, or I'll be late for the witches' ball. What can we do about some jizzle?
Pebbles and Bam Bam both thought at her. Never heard of jizzle. What's it for?
It's what runs my broomstick. I can't fly without it.
Pebbles thought, what's in it? Maybe we can make some.
Oh dear, let me think. First you need a handful of gold dust. Then you need at least 4 fresh spider webs and the horn of a unicorn. After that, oh yes, I remember, a pail of seawater with a mermaid in it. And one more thing, just a teensy little bit of moonbeam. That's all.
A unicorn's horn? seawater with a mermaid in it, and a pinch of moonbeam? No way.
Bam, 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 bam.
What Bam Bam was saying to Pebbles was, hold on a minute, Pebbles. Does it really have to be real gold dust and all that other stuff? Maybe we can use other things, things that we can get around here.
I see what you mean, Bam Bam, and I don't really know. I've never tried anything else because I've always had all those things in my cupboard. But let's try it. What could we use for gold dust?
Well, thought Bam Bam, how about using rock dust? We can get plenty of that from the rock mine where our daddies work, and we could use... Pebbles broke in with a thought. Instead of spider webs, how about using some fuzz from behind Dino's ears? And for the unicorn's horn, I can get some buttons off my father's pants. He won't mind, I'm sure.
If I'm reading you two right, you're saying we can use a pail of mud with a worm in it in place of the pail of seawater with a mermaid in it. And for the pinch of moonbeam, you'll pinch me instead? Now, I don't know about that.
Pebbles and Bam Bam jumped up and down thinking, yes, yes, let's try it, now.
Well, all right, let's give it a try. It might work.
You never in all your life saw such scurrying. Pebbles and Bam Bam were going every which way. Bam Bam raced to the rock mine and came back with plenty of rock dust. Pebbles found Dino happily chewing a bone, and she snipped some fuzz from behind his ears, which certainly surprised him. Bam Bam poured more water on the mud pies, dug up a worm, and then mixed it all up in a pail. Then Pebbles snipped some buttons off Fred's pants, and at last they were ready.
Now, let's put everything in a bucket and mix it up. Jizzle, jizzle, make some jizzle. Jizzle, jizzle, make some jizzle.
When the mixture had stopped fizzing, Hazel got into her seat on the broomstick, and Pebbles and Bam Bam poured some of the jizzle on the broom. But nothing at all happened.
Oh, no. Oh, my, it isn't going to work.
Hey, thought Pebbles and Bam Bam, both at once. The moonbeam. We forgot to pinch you.
Try it. Hurry.
Pebbles and Bam Bam gave Hazel a tiny little pinch. The broomstick jumped once and made a noise like a baby goat with the hiccups.
Pinch me again. Harder.
And as soon as they did, the broomstick and Hazel flew up in the air.
Bye, Pebbles. Goodbye, Bam Bam. Thank you.
Happy landing, thought Pebbles and Bam Bam as they waved goodbye to the friendly witch. They watched Hazel until she and her magic broomstick were so far away that they weren't even a speck in the sky.
Bam Bam.
This meant, hey, we just have to tell the folks about this. But Pebbles shook her head.
Da-da-goo-goo.
This meant, that's a great idea. Just one little thing is wrong with it. You know how grown-ups are. They'll never believe it.
So this was Pebble and Bam Bam and the Friendly Witch from 1976. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. And our next book will be Scooby-Doo and the Mystery of the Rider Went Out Ahead.